Hello, I'm Debbie. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gadget Gal. In this video, I'm pressure canning russet potato fries with the raw pack method. I canned a small batch of these fries last week and tried them out for supper. I drained the fries really well and dabbed them with a paper towel. Then I fried them in an uncovered nonstick skillet with a little bit of bacon fat and seasonings. I tried to leave them still in the pan so that they could brown, but this was pretty hard for me to do. My granddaughter said they were actually good. I'm not that great of a cook, but I'm trying. From now on, these fries are going to be known as actually good taters. Then I debubbled the jars and wiped the rims with my reusable paper towels. I've been working at using the Harvest Guard Reusable Lids and gaskets. I tested a batch of water and barely tightened the bands with my finger on the lid until the jar started spinning, but this didn't work very well for me. On the potato batch, I tightened the rings fingertip tight like I normally do with regular lids, but I backed up on the grip a little bit. The success rate seemed to improve with 6 failures out of 18 jars. I'm determined not to give up. My family was excited to eat the 6 jars over the next week anyway. I usually use 2 jars when we have these with the meal and there haven't been leftovers. Here you can see where I am tightening the rings fingertip tight and then backing off of it just a little bit. I got the idea to can potato fries for Miss Lori over at Whippoorwill Holler. I really enjoy her channel, and if you haven't seen her videos, you won't be disappointed if you check her out. I've included a link to her channel in the description box below. This is my last canner load with 4 quarts inside. I put the jars in the canner with simmering water inside since I poured hot water over the potatoes. I put the lid on and vented the canner for 10 minutes. I put the weight on to bring it up to 11 pounds of pressure for my altitude. I fixed my weight to jiggle at around 12 pounds of pressure to help keep the pressure consistent. I love hearing the jiggler and being able to hear if the pressure is getting too low. The potatoes were processed for 40 minutes. Since these are quarts, if I was using pints, I would have processed for 35 minutes. When time was up, I turned off the heat and let the pressure come back down to 0. I removed the weight and then waited 5 more minutes before removing the lid. I removed the jars, noticing the first jar was not bubbling like the others. This jar ended up not sealing, and it appears that it siphoned a little bit. Next time, I want to prop the lid up on the canner and wait a few more extra minutes to see if this will help the situation. Directions with the Harvest Guard Reusable Lids says to tighten the rings when taking them out of the canner. My first order with Harvest Guard Reusable Lids said to wait 10 minutes before tightening the rings. I'm following the directions of the most recent order. I had a temperature probe inside one of the jars so that I would be able to see the temperature levels during the canning session. I plan to use this probe during my next few sessions to learn more about what goes on inside the canner. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I would appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Until next time.